We are very privileged to be joined today by Sheriff Alex Villanueva and the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. At this time, I'd like to introduce our President and CEO, Rich Yoakum, who will share a few words.
If you don't mind, I'm going to take off the mask. It's probably most of you that know me, it's hard to believe that I'll just say a few words. But we want to welcome the Sheriff's Department, particularly the Sheriff Villanueva, Alex Villanueva, and his staff. We really appreciate this a lot. This has been very special. I heard all about it when you were here once before, when you introduced us, and we felt very special that you chose us to work with this year. We really appreciate it a lot. You know, we're very proud of our program, the mission and the values and that it was created by, in particular our values of treating the patients with cancer, not just the cancer. And it's very important to us. And a lot of the services that the funds that are generated for these kinds of programs go directly to those programs that serve the whole community. You don't have to be a part of our network of physicians and insurance companies, whoever you are in the community. This program is to serve you. And so the funds that we're able to raise through the community and through other sources makes this all possible. So we're, again, extremely proud of what you're doing. And I know some of your officers are members of our community, and we appreciate that a lot. Some of the programs I just wanted to mention that are very special to us is, of course, our patient navigators, our social workers that help and assist in a lot. And a recent program that just started last year that unfortunately has been kind of overshadowed because of COVID is we have a geneticist on site. And there are not many programs that have that yet, and that's partly an affiliation that we have with the Keck Graduate Institute in terms of in their genetic counseling program and schooling. So many other programs, WIG programs. I know some of us I can see around the room probably could use those WIGs. If I'd have known, you know, that you were going to be filming this, I would have gotten a haircut, or a buff. I don't know if it would have mattered, but. So in any event, thank you very much. We really do appreciate it. Appreciate our doctors that are here. And with that, I would like to ask Dr. Sri Gordy, a radiation oncologist on our staff. He's going to talk about the importance of mammograms and vaccinations.
Thank you, Rich. As Rich has expressed, we are immensely grateful to the support of the LA County Sheriff's Department. It means a lot to us and to our patients that we have support from our own, from our community. It's touching. Now, more than ever, we must underscore the importance of getting your annual mammogram. Because of the pandemic, many of our patients, understandably so, have skipped or delayed getting that mammogram. They're not alone, actually. Nationwide, mammograms have declined by almost 90% in some places in 2020. And lost in the news of the pandemic is the potential long-term complications or health complications to delaying our health care. Because of the deferred screenings, there are a lot of concerns that we could see a rise in late-stage breast cancers. And in fact, I personally saw some more late-stage cancers over the last end of last year, early this year. So it is starting to hit us. And saying that, I'm urging everyone, all the women, to resume their screening mammograms, resume all of their screening and healthcare checks and all that. It's very important to us. You can rest assured that Pomona Valley Hospital is committed to providing a safe and comfortable environment to receive your mammograms. And even the treatments themselves are safe and following all of the CDC, WHO, LA County guidelines. We offer the most advanced technologies, including three-dimensional mammography, smart curve breast stabilization, which also helps with comfort. There are a lot of women that have stated that they're more comfortable getting the mammogram, so that's always a good thing. Please don't delay your care. Make mammograms. Make your mammogram appointment today. Remember, early detection and treatment does save lives. Thank you. And before I end, I do want to say, please get your vaccines. A lot of people are scared to get their vaccines, and I think in the long run, it's better for the community. It is now my pleasure to introduce my patient, Maria Perez Mulatto, to share her story with all of you. Thank you.
This one, okay. Okay. Now, I don't know how do I start, but when I got here, I didn't know I was at the beginning with the stage 4 cancer, breast cancer, and I started like, what am I doing here? I'm young, and I have 4 kids, young kids. I have my husband, and when I saw that I needed to be checked, I came here, and this journey started here. My path, my treatments were all here. I found my doctors helped me a lot. My Kathy, she gave me a lot of support here too. This place did make me feel like my second home, because every afternoon, having my kids and coming back over here for my treatment, chemotherapy, then my surgery, then radiation. I just finished not like they say like a few months ago, not much. And I'm a survivor. I felt a lump not only in my breast but in my arm, and that makes it like, wow, it's not only in the breast, it has to be also in the arm to be checked, and it was painful. But looking when you have kids, and I'm like, they're telling you, you have stage 4 cancer, and when you see your kids and you see that you're going to leave them by themselves, who's going to take care of them? I pushed myself to come here. I'm a mother of 4 kids, 14, 8, 6, and a 3-year-old daughter. And that's what pushed me more here to come. Put my effort. Sometimes I was getting tired. I don't want to lie. At the end of the radiation, it was getting me very tired, fatigue, and sometimes I didn't even want to get up. But then I see my kids, and I'm like, I have to do it. I have to do it for my kids. I cannot stop this treatment. I have to keep going. And so here I am. I thank God. I think the staff right here, they helped me a lot. And they pushing me, see you tomorrow. Okay, I'll be here. Kathy always looking for me to talk to me. Sometimes it may mean that, me looking up for her and going to her office to talk to her and let you know what was going on with me. She helped me a lot. Thank you, Kathy, and the staff and the doctors here that also, make me feel like home. Thank you, everybody here.
Thank you to Maria for sharing those words with us. And at this time now, it gives us great pleasure for me to introduce Captain John Satterfield with Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department.
How do you follow that? As I was listening to your story, I'm just going to share with you that last night I went to a cancerversary party for my niece, who last night was 5 years, and it just really touched me what you said. So I need to compose for a second. I'm John Satterfield, captain of the Sheriff's Information Bureau. And if there's any questions afterwards, please contact the Sheriff's Information Bureau. We'll provide you with any information we can. With that, please allow me the honor of introducing the Sheriff of Los Angeles County, Alex Villanueva.
Oh, thank you, John. Yes, that was a very touching and heartfelt. Gracias a usted, señora, por su valentía y esfuerzo en servir a su familia y mantener siempre esa meta de estar siempre a su lado. Muy admirable de su parte. The 2010, I was diagnosed with cancer, melanoma. And it was caught early, removed. And a month ago, I was diagnosed again with melanoma. And thankfully, it was caught again, removed. So I got the stitches now and the scars to show for it. But early detection and prevention, that intervention early on is a key to success. And I cannot even begin to compare the invasiveness. Mine has been on the exterior, what breast cancer can be for women. So definitely that early detection intervention is a key to success. And we want to encourage and facilitate any which way we can possible to give all the resources to our community, to Pomona Valley, the medical center, and all the staff here. Everyone's doing an outstanding job here serving the community, and that's the way to go in the future. So out of that recognized need, the Pink Pad project was born. And this started in 2016 for us. And we have a team. We have a pink team. In fact, they're behind me, a good chunk of them, as you can see. And during the Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October, we have all the deputies in patrol that, or anybody on the department, can wear the pink uniform in the month of October. And we have various degrees of it you've seen here. And Chief Hasselrig, she's one of the more the outspoken ones. So it's a challenge of who can out-pink who. So she got called out and she upped her game. And then where's Giselle? And she's the front runner as of last year. So October, we're going to find out who can do the ultimate. But to prove, if you can show your handcuffs, check this out.
I got two.
That's commitment right there. See? They actually went so far as to buy me pink grips for my handgun. I have those. So we'll be seeing those in October. But so 2016, a few departments started doing this. 2017, the Malibu Search and Rescue Team, there at Lost Hills Sheriff Station, they had 2 members affected by breast cancer, so they designed a pink non-uniform patch to raise money, for families affected. And then a retired commander, Michael Parker, that year also was, tapped to create the first ever patch. And this is the patch you see today. And then Deputy Oftenberg, she's not here today, is she?
No, sir.
All right. She was recruited. She did her first order of 500 pink patches. And they were sold out the very same day. And so when I came on board in 2018, I authorized this for the month of October. In fact, we've designated this 3 particular months where we have patches of the department that we're allowing their licensing for these purposes. October for that. In November, I believe, is a veterans patch, which is like a camouflage patch. And then in May, we have the Pride patch, LGBTQ patch. And every one of these patches, when we put them out there, they sell immediately. They're gone. And people just scoop them up, and we raise money for charities. We've raised them for a homeless youth center in Hollywood for the LGBT patch. We raise it for Bell, the homeless veteran shelter in Bell as well, that the Salvation Army is running. And now for breast cancer awareness, Pomona Valley, the medical center, and you folks. So it's definitely, we're grateful to be able to have the opportunity to get resources together, enlist the support of the community for a worthy cause, and empower you folks to do everything and continue doing all the wonderful things you're doing on behalf of breast cancer survivors and their families and the whole community that's involved in this thing. And let me see here. To date, we've raised $80,000 the 3 years that we've been doing this. the pandemic obviously took a hit, put a dent on a lot of our fundraising efforts, so we saw the drop. But hopefully this year, 2021, we'll get it back up to pre-pandemic levels again, and we'll make bigger checks. How's that? And I have good faith that you folks are going to spend it wisely and keep supporting all the good work that's happening here at this facility. So anything we can do, please, we're here to serve you in any way we do. And right now we have Operation Homebound, where we're doing vaccinations for the homeless and those that cannot leave their homes, because for some reason the county and the state decided to make the vaccinations for the wired and the mobile, and the world is not wired and mobile. The people that are left behind, we reached out to the governor's office in early January and said, hey, can we get our EMTs to be able to vaccinate? And they gave us a thumbs up, so we changed the requirements now for EMTs so they can vaccinate. And we have paramedics, so we have about 200 people that are now eligible to start vaccinating. So as soon as we got our hands on that first batch of Johnson & Johnson, we hit the streets, and all it took was one phone call. And to seeing some families that had their loved one that they spend their entire lives devoted to their care around the clock, and they could not get their hands on a vaccine, and we came and knocked on their door and said, can we vaccinate your kid? And they just broke down in tears. So we got to pause because of technical difficulties with the vaccine, but hopefully that'll be resolved and we'll be back up and serving. And if we can't, we'll switch gears and we'll just go back to everybody twice with Moderna, Pfizer. So that won't stop us for sure. And with that, I think we have oh yeah. There we go. We have where's Mr. President, if we can present this to you.
I was hoping it was a check I could put in my pocket.
I always want to see somebody walk into the bank to see what happens. I got to see somebody cash one of these.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Oh, you got it. It's our pleasure. Oh, and a thank you to Melissa, our sign language interpreter. She hates it because I always try to stump her. And I came across the word anti-disestablishmentarianism. She got it back and she filed a workers' comp claim. All right, you got it.
I'm taking it. I'm not
There you
doing
go.
all
All
that
right.
work. Thank you, sir.
You got it. With that, I think we're good. Covered everything? All right.
Thank you. That concludes today's event.